There you go, Half Moon by Janice Copland. Stevie Milne, one of the great little small forwards in the history of this fantastic game that we love so very, very much, has been good enough to join us on the show at 8 minutes to 8. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, Stevie.
Same to you guys. How you going?
Very well, mate. You've been around a long time. This game just never ceases to throw up curveballs every now and again. I don't know how much notice you've taken of what Essendon have revealed in the last sort of 20 hours or so, but, gee, she's a strange game, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Know a little bit about it, and woke up this morning and it's everywhere. So, it's not a good time for the Essendon Footy Club, but they've got to go through an investigation, and whatever ever happens. So, be pretty nervous time, I suppose.
Just let me ask you this, and we're not going to bog you down on this, but if St Kilda came to you and said, "Oh, we want you to sign a waiver," there's some bit of paper that allows us to, you give us the permission to do something with you, and that involved, injecting something into your body. You've been around a long time. Would you have question marks about signing something like that?
Oh, especially if it was injecting something. That's very weird. And the only stuff that, people inject, as you were saying before, about painkillers and that, have got to go through the doctor. So when they go through the doctor, if it's gone through all the right channels and the doctor said, oh, this is legit and all that kind of stuff, you would definitely think about it. But no time here that I've had to sign something to, put something in my body that I don't know, and it's only been the stuff for a painkilling injection. I've got a bit of a sore ankle or a sore knee and stuff like that. So, that does ring alarm bells, and I suppose time will tell with what happens.
Hey, Stevie, good morning. Are players instructed and educated in these areas? Yeah,
they sure are. We have meetings, and our sports science guy comes through and says what this is and all that kind of stuff. And, the doctors, anything that you do have and stuff like that, you get told not to buy it over the internet and, go through the doctors, and if you think it's going to help you, you've got to go through the right channels. So, we get instructed and have seminars and stuff like that about this kind of stuff. But as I said before, anything that's injecting, going into body, you're always, a bit worried about that.
We'll put all that to one side now because we didn't get you on to talk about that. We actually want to talk to you about your extraordinary consistency over the last 5 years. 60 goals, 46, 57, 56, 56, and it's supposed to be the graveyard position that you play in AFL football. Why have you been able to maintain such high levels, do you reckon, over the last 5 years, Milne?
I've been pretty lucky with injury. Over the last 5 years, I've done every pre-season and stuff like that, and I kind of don't miss any training. So I suppose when you are on the track all the time, you do get that bit of consistency, and probably I've become a bit more mature, in my old age and things like that. I'm having a bit of a quiet quarter. When I was kind of early age, it kind of gets you down a little bit, and you start to get a bit worried and panicky. But I suppose the last 4 or 5 years I've become more consistent, and 4 o'clock you can kind of turn a game in half, a quarter, or a quarter. So you just got to maintain that belief that you're good enough. And I suppose the last 4 or 5 years, that's why I've kind of maintained that consistency, and hopefully can do it again this year.
You got a couple of blokes that have just sort of edged in your territory in the last sort of 12 months. What's the protocol there, and what's the pecking order?
Yeah, I've had to sit them down and just work out a few things. They've not overtaken me so far, but Sadi and Termaliv are going really well. It's pretty hard to keep up with them guys. They're lightning. So
and you went and recruit another one as well, though, Milne.
Yeah, we did. Went and got TDL from the Swans, and he's burning up the track at the moment. So I might have just, give him a bit of a hip and shoulder at training and just relax a little bit and wait till the games. But they're training really well at the moment, and they can't wait to start playing again.
You're a rarity, Steve. We're talking to Stephen Milne. You hear all these, you hear guys like Eddie Betts and Jeff Garlett and other small forwards in the competition say, Cyril Rioli, they want a bit of time in the midfield. They want to run through here and there. I can't ever remember hearing you say that you want to run through the midfield, that you want a bit of time up around the midfield. Has that ever been discussed with you?
No, too much running up there, Andy. I'd rather stay in the forward 50 and always been good at kicking goals, so stick to what you're good at, I suppose. But no, you always do want to get better, and every now and then you do. Once you're in the forward pocket, you don't get a kick, so you do have to wander up in the midfield and get a couple of check kicks and keep the confidence up. But no, I've always loved playing the forward line, and that's my best part to help the footy club. So hopefully I can do that for another year or two.
We're talking to Stephen Milne, the Saints star forward. Milne, is there a player that you really enjoy playing against? Not because you beat them every time you play against them, I'm not saying that, but somebody who you really enjoy the competition between you and he as a defender?
I suppose I've had a few good games against Jake King and kind of Chris Newman from the Richmond Footy Club. I played juniors against Chris and had a few little dust-ups in the field with little Jake. Jake the Snake. But yeah, probably Chris Newman. I've been lucky enough to play on him a fair few times, and because he's such a damaging weapon coming out of defence, and pretty tight as well. So he's always one I look forward to playing against.
And speed is really important for players who play your position. And once you get into your kind of 30s, we wonder when the speed's going to drop off. Boomer Harvey doesn't seem to have lost his yet. All your testing, is your speed still in good nick and good shape?
Yeah, it's going okay at the moment. Once the games come up, and we'll test you out at the moment. But I was pretty cruisy till Christmas, so they kind of looked after the old guys till Christmas and started to ramp it up. So far in the new year. So we've got our first intro club at the moment, and I'm feeling all good in that, but once we, start playing games and, get the bodies all around you and stuff like that, if I can still get around a few of the young guys, I think I'm still going okay. So at the moment it's going okay, but time will tell with games coming up. But I've, got confidence in myself that I can have another good year.
Talk about getting around. You're getting around to mates as well. You've organised a cricket match at Beaumaris on Friday night. What's all that about, Milne?
Yeah, a close mate of mine and Andrew Florent is having a bit of a tough time and, diagnosed he's pretty sick with liver cancer the last couple of weeks. My son and his son play in the same footy side, so me and another mate, Damien Williams, got together a couple of weeks ago and thought we'd try and help out. And he's got a tough 12 months coming ahead with a bit of chemo and stuff like that. So we're just organising a fundraiser at the Beaumaris Cricket Club on Friday night. Got a few old players and current players playing. Nick Dalsano, Jimmy Gwilt, Fraser Garrett can play. He's a bit of a tennis player and he knows Flowy pretty well, so Flowy's an amazing man, and the amount of donations and stuff we've got so far and all that, we've got a Shane Warne shirt, St Kilda membership, a Melbourne Storm package, TV, coffee machine, a thermo mixer, all for raffles and stuff. So
brilliant. What time does it kick off, Steve?
It's 5 for a 6 o'clock start, so hopefully it's going to be a good night. And the amount of people that know Andrew Florent know what a great bloke he is, and the family are going through a tough time, so just thought we'd organise this, and anything we can help, anything that we can do to help, is going to benefit them.
You're a good man. Beaumaris Cricket Club this Friday night. Stevie Milne, good on you. It's 8 o'clock.